Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now, there's a lot of people buying the game, a lot of new people coming along, and a lot of people not really understanding the concept of how things work. So I thought I'd run through a few little tips and tricks sort of thing to help new players or people who are about to buy the game get started, which is, it should be really helpful for people. So the first thing is you're going to start with the 243, obviously. Now, the 243 is a pretty weak gun. I might just equip it in here as well. Now, the 243, the 243 is a very weak gun. You're not really going to want to save for a new gun straight away, as you're going to need a lot of rifle skill. Now, rifle skill comes later on when you start shooting bigger game, and that, like, you get it for shooting littler game, but you don't get a lot. First of all, though, you're going to want to save for a jackrabbit caller. Now, the jackrabbit caller is this little thing. This little thing right here. Oh, this little thing right here is going to help you make a lot of money and a lot of hunting rifle skill a lot faster. Now, it's the most cancerous thing you've ever heard. And it is probably the most annoying thing in the game. But it's going to help you make a lot of money quick, and I can promise that. Now, once you save for that, that's gonna cost you around $10,000. Now, that's if you get bigger game with the 243. That's 10 or so hunts completed, and then you can start moving on to looking for coyotes as well as red foxes. Now,
there should be a track nearby.
Shut up. These are going to give you more XP, more money, and more rifle skill in one kill. And it's a lot easier to kill a coyote with a 243 than it is to kill anything else, being such a little thing. I'll see if I can find this one and just show you. Now, that was with the 243. It was a one-hit kill. Now, obviously bigger game, it's not going to be that simple, but this is what I mean by it'll help you level up faster. 100% kill rate. $1,000, over $1,000. XP's like almost 150, which is pretty good XP reward. Rifle score 36, that's average, It's also depending on where you hit them, and that was a half decent shot on my part, but I could have taken the time to probably go for a heart shot, but heart shot on a coyote is not particularly easy. I've actually never hit one, but I know they do reward a lot more for a heart shot. I was using the regular ammo, just the soft point tips. Now, the soft point tips are good for penetration kills. The soft point tips are good for use against bears, and that's kind of it. Everything else you want to go for the polymer tips. The polymer tips, when hitting, it's a hollow point basically. So when hitting skin or when hitting fur, it's going to split and spread the bullet tip throughout the animal, and it's going to hit more in that region of like liver and heart and all that. So you got more chance of getting that heart shot, as well as hitting probably the liver as well, the liver and the lung. Now, for the perks, I've gone straight to tracking as my way of, making it easier for myself, really, because starting with the 243, you're going to need a track. You're not really going to get many one-shot kills. You want to put 2 points in local track. So this is like the first, 5 points? Yeah, the first 5 points you'll get in the game. You want to put 2 in local tracks, so you'll increase the distance at which tracks are visible. And then tier 1, you want 3 points directly into the reveals the information. Now, why reveals the information? Well, if you hit something, you need to know whether it's a vital hit. You need to know how fast it's bleeding. You need to know how much percent of blood it's got left. And you also want to know the weight and, all that, whether it's important enough. Like, if it's a small deer and it's not bleeding a lot and it's not very big, you're not going to get a lot of points for it. And then you're going to spend probably half an hour chasing it, trying to wait for it to bleed out. Whereas if it's a bigger deer and it's got a slower bleed rate, it might be worth chasing it, sort of thing. So the rifles, the 243 Ranger, accuracy 75. This is what you start out with. You don't need to buy this. This is just what you get to begin with. Now that's the gun you're going to start out with, the Ranger 243. It's okay. Once you unlock the polymer tips there, then things start to get a tiny little bit easier. This will help you hit bigger deer, like whitetails and blacktails, instead of the does. It'll spread your shot. Like, penetration's 15, expansion's 17. Expansion's, the hollow points where they'll hit and they'll split. Soft points are better for bears. They've got more penetration, and I feel they'll take down a bear better than, because a bear's got so much fat, so much flubber on them, that anything that splits in it's just going to get slowed down. Obviously, when the polymer tips hit, they slow down, and they don't have as much penetration. So you need that bullet to already be inside the animal before it dies. Before it splits, sorry. So whereas this isn't going to expand as much or split as much. And as for that, that's really about it, guys. Like, there's not a lot of stuff to get starting out. Perks, you can go rifles if you really want. I've got level 1 unlocks the ability to read the next shot, to ready your next shot without leaving ammo. That's good. That means you can take multiple shots without having to unscope and possibly lose your kill. Decreased aim and wobble, so breath control, and then I've got 1 point in steady hands as well. Skills, yeah. And there's also the ambusher skills, but I haven't used any of them yet, as I'm like a more hands-on and attack approach. That's about all for getting started now, guys. I'll move on to doing another one on aiming and killing. So where to hit your vital shots and all that. But these are the main concepts for getting started and to help you get, get your money and your XP and all that up faster. So remember, you're going to start out with a 243. The next gun you're going to want to move towards is a 7mm Regent Magnum. Now this gun is a bear gun, so it blows shit away, and I literally mean blows shit away. You'll be dropping bears one shot, you'll be almost dropping moose one shot. You'll drop most other game with one shot with this. And that's roughly about it. Yeah, so as I was saying, the next video will probably be on aiming and where to shoot and where to get the kill shot. And as usual, thanks for watching, guys, and always appreciated. Cheers.